Yo, what's going on, guys? Playing some Zhao in the top lane. He is extremely overloaded on his level 1 and level 2. His level 1 can't beat champions like Darius or Olaf, but his level 2, just like a Tristana, can beat pretty much any champion in the game. Fiora will be no exception. You do want to try to hit level 2 first on Xin, so don't leash. Just go straight to lane and try to start hitting the minions. It put her vital on the front side, so we got to back up. Get it to reset somewhere else. We'll trade her down here. Oh, does it really give her double vitals? Does it really? I like how it put it on the front of us so she can immediately get both of them. It's freaking hilarious. She's gonna have to flash. Yeah, she's gonna have to reset. You can't fight Xin like that. Not even a Fiora who gets lucky vitals on the front side. Two out of 3. But getting level 2 is really important. Your knockup will end up canceling one of their autos. On top of that, they'll be knocked up and you can hit them 2 more times because of the attack speed from your E. So kind of sucks that we didn't get the kill there. She should TP back. We'll see how aggressive she plays. This may take a while to push to her. She seems like she's going to be patient for it though. Got my passive ready, the third strike hit. Auto attack Q reset. She's just waiting for me to step up. I'm gonna go invade her jungler. She's just waiting for me to push anyways. Auto attack, get the last minion, and now we kill her jungler. If you're playing against people who just sit on their turret and they refuse to fight you, they refuse to last hit, you want to try to invade their jungle before 3:15 so you can kill them on their full clear. Just like this. We get the knock up into our W. And now we just need E. Got it. Fiora is rotating, of course, so I think I have to suicide over here. I think we're actually fine here. We can jump away to minions. Yeah, we're chilling. We're fine. The wave's going to push to us as well. She might be able to push it in time, though. That's pretty funny. Unlucky for Mordekaiser. That's really, really unfortunate for him. That's just how it goes in the top lane. It has a lot of roam potential. We'll push double dagger. Get a refill and head back. Could have gone for a single potion. You definitely don't need refill. Conqueror is viable on Xin top. I find lethal tempo is much better. It synergizes with his passive. Getting off more autos, and it synergizes with landing your knockups immediately so you can use your W. If you're throwing out raw Ws against champions, it's most likely to miss because they're going to juke it. But if you knock them up first, there's no counterplay. It doesn't matter if they're scripting or if they're faker. When they're knocked up, you can hit them with a W. It's that simple. She doesn't have items here. I could easily fight her. She doesn't really have anything. Just the Doran's Blade and the potion. She was forced to back so early that she kind of got screwed on that. That's what she gets for playing for the vitals. On Xin top and mid, you typically still go for a W max first just because per level. It gets a lot more than your other abilities. 25. Yeah, it's just so much more damage on the slash and then thrust. Our wave's going to push out. She doesn't have 4 more minions than us. And my wave is reinforcing first, so all these backlines are going to stay alive. My wave will have 3 more backlines with a closer reinforcement point. So this is going to hard push towards her. If she's smart, she'll be patient. If she's foolish, she will step up and try to fight us in the minions. Or she'll try to get this vital there. That's funny that she went for that. I think she parried our ignite there. It's actually really unfortunate. That was a good parry. Kind of awkward how she can parry ignites though. We might be able to get our minions to kill her. If we're underneath turret and she hits us and our minions are close enough, they'll all focus her. A lot of people end up making that mistake. I assume she will. Oh, it gives her double vitals. Holy crap. She's dead. You saw there the minions just focused her down. She couldn't hit us. She just had the last hit. Because since she's hitting us, all of our minions are focusing. We have so many range creeps. 3 range creeps is an 80 carry D-Blade auto. 2 is a Soraka auto. It's kind of funny. It's a close game. 3 kills to 3 kills. I see exactly where Mordekaiser is. Might be able to stop her from coming back to lane. She doesn't have Ignite. No, Mordekaiser's rotating. I can't. I see he's crossing over hard. We gotta back up. I could have stopped her from getting back to her turret. Otherwise, it's just too risky as is. We could go ahead and reset her waves reinforcing first, and the minions are tied, so it's obviously going to push to us. So a decent time to reset. You don't really need tier 2 boots rush on Xin Zhao unless the enemy jungler and top laner are the same damage type. So if they're both physical, let's say a Jax and perhaps an Olaf jungle or Kha'Zix jungle, then plated rush can be quite good. If they're both magic, such as a Teemo and Evelynn, Merc Treads can be good. However, going for Bork or Eclipse Rush is much stronger, much higher damage output. I was leaning more into Bork because if Mord ults us, having the Bork percent based on hit damage is going to be way more useful. But typically you're going to rush Eclipse on Xin top. Yeah, we just stalled out that last auto. Get the knockup. Auto attack W. Auto attack R. She ended up flashing my R damage. Your R is basically just an auto reset in solo situations. I think I could have just let this keep pushing to me there. That was my mistake. I didn't have to push it at all. Ah, and I missed cannon. Rip. Unfortunate. I haven't poked her much with W's. It's our main source of damage, so just throwing it out raw. It's waste mana, and usually it's going to miss a champion that has a dash or a tumble in their kit. This will end up pushing back to me where the back lines are underneath the turret. Caught her with that one. My Vital's in a weird spot there. I don't really want her to get that. It's a heal and a speed up. It's max health true damage. Alright, it should reset now. So it's closer to her turret. They've already condensed. They're not linear. They're not aligned like my minions are. Yeah, it's definitely going to push to me, especially if I'm really careful about my last hits. My cannon's already missing a bunch of HP. This cannon's doing a good job of focusing it down. There we go. Got it while auto was float midair. Ah, ripperoni. And now she realizes it, so she's starting to push. This is what we want. We need to break vision. Reset where the Vital's at. There it is. That's a decent one. Auto attack Q reset. And the W. And look at that trade. I'm gonna go ahead and flash out. Not bad at all. We definitely didn't have to go that hard. So now something we can do. Is this still pushing towards me? I can't tell. Oh, we get Shen. That's huge. Does Shen come in here? Oh, Shen's not in here. That's really weird. I have maxed out lethal tempo, so he can't really win that fight. Nice. That's a double. That Shen R was huge, though, because we still got the shield inside of the Mordar. That was wild. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, Xin Pao, baby. Once again, in most matchups, Eclipse is best because it's movement speed, max health damage, and a shield. After 2 consecutive attacks, it does go on cooldown for a little bit. 8 seconds for melees. If you're up against a tanky champion top, let's say an Orin, a Zac, you always go Bork. Or if there's a specific champion on their team who you're going to have to deal with early game, such as the Mord R, then having the Bork is really useful because Mord steals your stats. He can't steal your item on hit effects, though. Our autos are still doing 12% of his current HP, so 3 autos essentially does 36% of his health. Almost, but you get the point. Bork is really nice. We both have tier 1 boots. We have an item advantage. We have potential freeze here. I'm not going to let control word yet since it's pushing towards me as is. Auto attack Q reset. We get the knock up. And you guys are seeing the damage output of Bork. Bork does more damage than any mythic in the game. And I don't just mean on Xin Zhao. Pretty much on any AD champion that's melee. Because Bork does more damage for melees than it does range artificially. if you look at it after a fight or two, you'll see it's done substantially more damage. And over the length of the game, you'll see it's done the most damage out of any item. So I've done 329, not including the slow it's applied or the speed up it's given to us, because it stills their movement speed on the third hit. It goes on a 20-second cooldown. Whether you go Bork or Eclipse Rush, it makes it really easy to freeze. You can tank the minions and it doesn't matter. He has 4 more minions than us. Granted, they are in the front line, which isn't perfect, but should still push to us, and she probably realizes that. So she steps up, she starts autoing. I.e. auto attack Q reset. We get the knock up in a W. And down she goes. We didn't really need to R there. That was just fancy stuff. There's no need to do that, though. It does current health damage, so if they are full health, it will do even more damage than it would otherwise. The healthier they are, the more damage it does. You typically use it in 1v1s as an auto reset. We can no longer reach them with your autos, or if they jump on you super early and they're trying to all in you, you can use it to scrape as much HP as possible initially. Just remember, it has way more range than your auto attacks. She can't play the lane anymore. Xin Zhao's extremely sticky. So where if you have a lead on them at all, they can't step up. You just E auto Q reset, knock them up into W, and they die. You can cancel their auto attacks by moving back into brush. So you slow down their movement speed while simultaneously taking 0 damage if you just go in and out really fast. I see there are 2 bot laners or bot lane right now. There's no one coming top side. We can hold the permafreeze on Fiora. I'm assuming they're going to FF 15 or 20. If we win pre-25, I'll go ahead and do a part 2. Show you guys another matchup. Your most challenging matchups are the one that you can't cheese level 1, such as Darius, Olaf, Jax. Jax can block with his E. Darius, obviously, he gets an extra 40 AD level 1, something like that, when he applies full passive to you. And Olaf's Olaf. His passive extra attack speed and lifesteal based off his missing health is an issue. But even against his hard matchups, if you're patient, you can thrash them. And once you have a gold lead, you perma-thrash. I think it's still going to push to me. His cannon survives. We'll do a little bit of blocking here. Can only block so much, which is crazy because minions can basically snare you sometimes. Heck, I just got blocked and I missed cannon. Feels bad. Rip, missed another one. We are double her CS though. It's time to push. My wave's pushing towards her anyways now. I messed up the freeze, took too many minions. Oh, she's still back here. Oh my gosh. I kind of thought she was AFK. It's kind of funny. I'm sitting on a lot of unspent gold right now. Once I can purchase Eclipse, I'll go ahead and reset. E auto Q reset. It's a really fast trade-off combo. And on top of that, if you have Eclipse, you'll get a big speed up so you can trade away or just run them down, finish the combo. She's trying to parry me underneath her turret. I'll keep chipping away at her. She's low health. She does have refills. It's only going to help her so much, though. You can go for mana items on Xin. You typically want to get one, at least for the later game, whether that's a Mana Moon or an Essence Reaver. Either works fine. Auto key reset. She lost track. She literally lost track of which auto was the knockup because I put one of them on the turret. So in her brain, she only registered it as 2 auto attacks, even though it was the 3rd knockup auto. I was going to set up the 3rd one by putting the first 2 on the turret there, but she ended up engaging. Big Shen R. I think Shen's a super overtuned champion. Global R, instant shield / teleportation. Looking at items, Mord's pretty big here. Oh, their whole team's here. That was really unfortunate. I couldn't move Perma CC'd. I'm going to have to get Tenacity. I got Ash stunned and a Senna snared. Couldn't move. Or was it a Silas snare from Everfrost? Yeah, Silas snare. Rip. Go ahead and delay Eclipse for now. That way we can buy Merc Treads. Merc Treads are going to be more valuable for a little bit. Fiora's going to split bot side. I can go top and deal with the Ashe and whatnot. Ionian boots are insanely busted on Zin. You can perma dash and perma knock up with Ionians. They have too much CC though. Slow on the Mord, slow / stun on the Fiora. Silas stun, Silas snare. Ashe slows, Ashe stun. Senna snare, Senna slow. Every single one of them I can interact with their CC through tenacity. Ashe is running away. What a little rat. I shouldn't have gone in there. That was bad. I gave up a fat shutdown. Very unfortunate. They're chasing heavy bot side. Might as well shove top. If someone shows up, I can peel off and go for Herald if they're going to block me from taking turret here. That is the plan. Ashe group back mid because she absolutely can't solo us. AD carry shouldn't split unless it's a Vayne or a Triss. Those are some of the only ones that can actually split into the mid late game. Your Q does apply its bonus damage against turrets. We don't have any minions to dash to here, so no enemy minions. We couldn't get our attack speed bonus from E. Rip, missed 2 minions. The Senna's so cocky. If she wasn't so close to her turret, we could kill her for sure. Hey, Mord. Ashe has vision of me and she's kiting me hard. I'm on cooldowns though, so I couldn't fight her. She also ghosted there. She's moving really fast and had vision over the wall. Probably through a ward or something. All I needed was my Q. I was on full ability cooldowns there. In terms of gold spent, she's a full item and a half. I'm a full item and a half. Pretty equal gold spent. Eclipse could have made the difference for sure. They are double mage and triple AD. Hesitant to get a wit's end here. Instead, I think Death's Dance would be better. Or even a black cleaver. Mord's starting to stack armor. Yeah, I could even go Ravenous. Ravenous is pretty good on Zen. I'm down. I'm down to clown. Ultimately, this build has a 71% win rate. Eclipse, Rav, and Bork into Death's Dance. Certainly don't have to get Bork on Zen. Bork's just so overloaded, you might as well. You should also pick up a tier in the mid game so you can end up getting a mana moon if you're worried about late game scaling. Otherwise, you don't really need mana item on Zen. Let's find some victims here. They're 4-man grouping. What the heck? Because we don't have any pressure on the map at the moment. They're not tasting the consequences of overgrouping. We don't currently have any pressure top. Ashe is so annoying. She kited it out okay. Question is this warded? Let's not find out. She's 2 full item. I'm 2 full item. She has 6 kills out of 9. She might have gotten my shutdown though from earlier. I know she got one of them. I don't know if she got the other one. Shen used his circle block there. Oh, I should just go sit on the split. I'm going to go sit on the split. Cyan's not grouping. I don't want a team fight 3v5 when they have an Ashe. I'm not going to be able to move. I'll just give them turret. Make them come to me. Leave that right there so we don't get deep flanked. It's only an outer turret anyways. Oof, Viego way out of position. My team's about to get wiped. They might just try to take Baron here, which is fine by me. I'll get inhib. Inhib's more impactful than Baron. The whole point of Baron is so you can get inhibs if they have heavy wave clear. They're probably going to send somebody back. They're not going to be fast enough, though. I still have my Q, buddy. Yeah, Fiora came all the way back, but the turret's gone, so she can't do anything. Auto attack Q reset. I have Eclipse to speed up into her as well. Auto attack R reset. Down she goes. I didn't want to throw out W there at the end because it could miss easier. Your R is not a skill shot. It's just a big circle. Auto attack Q reset. I'm getting creep blocked here so hard, it's insane. Gotta get on the Senna. Auto attack Q reset. Got the Senna. Oh my. No, 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 no. This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. No, that was so close. Oh, that turret was munching me hard. I couldn't get out of its range. So much freaking range, dude. That was pretty funny though. Maxed out lethal tempo is so scary on Zen. The bork on hits ripping into him. We were getting eclipse shields every 6 seconds. Eclipse shield, eclipse 15% movement speed and 6% of their maximum health. Just right off the whole HP bar there. Got Ravenous Hydra now for even more healing, and then we'll pick up a Death Stance because they are mostly ADs still. Such a fun champion to carry on, man. His carry potential is very similar to, I say, a Jax, but he doesn't need as many items as Jax needs. Jax needs 3 items. Xin doesn't really need any items before he can start to dominate. Oftentimes Jax in many matchups is somewhat submissive pre-6. But Xin is really never submissive. Level 1, he has all-in potential against most matchups. Level 2, he has all-in potential against every matchup. Level 3, same thing. I will say his 6 is a little bit underwhelming, but outside of that, I would say he doesn't really have a weak spot. His 6 is the closest thing just because most champions level 6s are better than his. His R is a minimal amount of damage. It's a little bit more than an auto plus 15% of their current HP. It's more of a team fighting ultimate than it is a soloist ultimate in a 1v1. Oh, they're gonna lose a turret for Baron at least. We get the speed up off the minion. Auto Q reset on the turret. Baron isn't really worth if you're gonna lose 2 turrets for it, honestly. Especially if one of those turrets is an inhib turret. And if they lose inhib here, that'll be even worse. Well, this is bad. Oh, they have Wind Dragon is what's going on here. Yeah. I was wondering why they were just straight up outrunning me when I'm actually pretty fast and has a high base movement speed 345, pretty decent. It's literally the Wind Dragon. It's free boots of mobility. Besides the fact they had base movement speed, of course, but outside base movement speed, even when it wore off, they were still considerably faster at 7%. I don't really want Dead Man's. Dead Man's wouldn't make sense with this build. Kaisa decides to go into their jungle and get camps. Very useful. The ultimate impact play. Go push a wave where we already have a super. Very nice. Best case scenario, she might get a turret here if the enemies linger. Viego's kind of popping off. He's doing a lot of damage on Mord. Yeah, Viego kills everybody here. Yep. Viego's scary, dude. Ashe slows balance. Holy crap. Ashe slows are so ridiculous. The Frozen Mallet of League of Legends. And now they lose Dragon as well. The best late game counter to someone like Zhao is basically heavy CC that can push him away from his target. Or a hard point and click suppression if you can force Zhao to have to build QSS. Malzahar R is incredibly annoying. What makes Xin tanky is his ability to auto and heal. So if you take that away from him, he's no longer tanky. I'm assuming this isn't worded, but I have no clue. I almost killed Senna. I think she was hitting me, so I guess it was warded. Later, Fiora. Smell you, dude. Some stinky Fiora cheese. Is this warded as well? Okay, it doesn't seem to be. I think they would have collapsed on it. Looking at their items, Fiora 1 full, Mords 2, Silas 2, Ash 3. I can go destroy Fiora. Also 3 levels up on it. E, auto attack Q reset. She got a huge speed up off of popping the Vital there. That Shenar was enormous. And that is GG's. Well, maybe not. I am healing quite a bit though. He's stealing my stats. He actually just hooked me out of his Q. That's hilarious. Oh man, Zhao top's insane. I love this champion. Very fun game, very fun champion. I'd say he's a better top laner than mid laner at the moment. Mid lane, you don't have as much space to chase. And there's certain mage matchups that can give him issues for sure. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken here. Looking at damage dealt 10 champions, we had the most in the game. Looking at damage taken, we had the most in the game at 32k. For self-mitigated, we had the most on our team specifically at 3k. Mord had the most in the game at 50k versus our 30k. For runes, ultra high values, Zhao top lane has absurd scaling and a very high carry threshold. He's a lot of fun. I hope you guys give him a good honest try. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.